12 kişiyiz. Evet, güzel. Başlangıç fena değil.
İnşallah. Yani bugün öncesinde duyuramadığımız için son anda işi olanlar veya giremeyenler olmuştur. Video kaydını ekleriz. Haftaya daha katılım artar inşallah. İyi dersler diliyorum hocam. Teşekkür ederim. Görüşmek üzere.
İyi ederim. Görüşürüz hocam. Eyvallah. Okay, friends. Welcome back. So I see some people who were here last year. Aylin, for example. Aylin, welcome back. Also, we have new people. You can hear me, right? Can you hear me, friends?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So you can also write down your response in the chat window. So some people have already written. Okay, so you can find the reading texts on the website. Have you been able to access them, friends? Have you been able to access the reading texts? If not, I can send them to you. Okay, perfect. So, okay. Let's take a look at today's texts. We have two different texts each week. One text is reserved for classroom work, and the second one is for homework, okay? Two different texts, A and B. Okay, another newcomer here. So, I'm gonna open up the first document. Okay, why learning a language is hard, okay? And how to make it easier. We have a short text. We have 3-page texts, friends, every week, especially for a few weeks. Then we will have longer texts at the end of the term, okay? Now, could you please, I don't know if you have had time to read the text. Anyone who has finished reading the text? Anyone? Has anyone finished reading the text? No. Because this is the first week, I can allow you to read the text here. But normally, you are supposed to read the text at home, okay? Is that clear, friends?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So, Aylin, how was your experience last year in this reading?
Oh, it was excellent.
Can you describe
teacher.
your experience last year? There were two people. One of them was Aylin.
Yes, it was excellent actually. Oh, the teacher made us comfortable, feel comfortable. Oh, the other friends also will join the next week.
Okay, is that all?
Yes, teacher. I'm a little bit stressful.
No problem. Just we are friends here, okay? Feel at home, right? And feel relaxed. Just try to say what you think whenever you are given the chance, okay? Here, the purpose of this reading course is to help you understand advanced texts and also to be able to summarize them, to be able to offer your opinions on what you read. These are the purposes, okay? You can also find these statements in the course syllabus, right? On Okut's website. That's possible. So, to be able to express yourself clearly after reading a text or giving the contents of texts, you should be able to paraphrase. Say things in your own words, okay? Say things in your own words. For example, you read this. Today's topic, as I told you, is, you see, language learning. Language learning. Why learning a language is hard and how to make it easier. By looking at the title, can you say that learning a language is difficult or hard for you? Yes, friends? Do you think learning a language is difficult or hard? What is your experience so far? What is your experience? Can you tell me? Do you know how to learn speaking? First of all, you should read. You should also listen to English texts. I mean, when I say text, it could be, okay, Abdullah Hocam is showing the text. That's better. You should be able to express yourself clearly, and this depends on how much you read and how much you try to speak, okay? It's always a good strategy to, you say easy, very good. Sultan says it's easy. The more you read and the more you listen or watch English, okay, the easier it would be for you to speak. That's important. So reading in this sense is quite important, friends. Right. Now, I want you to take a quick look at the text. Okay, you are not reading it line by line, word by word. First of all, take a quick look at the text, and I would like to learn about your opinion, okay? Just learn what the text is about, okay? That's it. I just want you to take a look at the text, okay? So there are subtitles, subheadings, the brain itself, how we learn, similarities between languages, okay? Tips to make your journey easier, know yourself and your goals, find childlike joy. That's good, I suppose, okay? 2 for 1. If you know a foreign language, so it would be perhaps easier for you to learn another one and motivate yourself. So what is the most important thing to learn a foreign language, friends? Is it enough time? Is it motivation? Is it intelligence or something else that you might think of? Anyone who could tell me?
I think it is very important to be focused, determined, and persistent. Otherwise, we can't learn the language. You have to give it a time, and you need to make practice.
So you said persistence, number one. What else did you say? Persistence is number one. Being focused is another one. And you said one more. What was that?
Let me remember. I forgot. What was the term? Consistent.
Consistency.
Yeah.
So these are all related with motivation, right? Motivation.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, friends, you could, of course, read this text. That's okay. But I just want to hear your opinions or personal experiences about learning English. Personal experiences about learning English. What experiences do you have? For me, learning English, actually, the English language has been a matter of life, or it has been a part of my life for a long time, since high school, actually. And how was your journey, okay, in your personal life regarding language learning? Can you describe that experience? Yes, we just want to speak, okay? I want you to speak. We want to speak all together. We want to read a lot. when you combine them, that means good language learning, basically. Soner could help us, perhaps. For others, Kübra, Elif, Hatice, Sultan, could you please tell me your opinions? Your experience. No. Don't worry about the text. You haven't read it yet. I'm just curious about your personal journey in language learning. What experience do you have? Eileen has some experience, for example, last year. Eileen,
Yes,
could you just set an example? You could set an example for your friends.
Not about our lessons, but when I was a child, I watched a little foreign movie. And the way they pronunciate the words made me excited and curious. So I started to learn.
You started to learn. So it was a kind of curiosity that you felt.
Yes, teacher, right? That's true.
So curiosity, there is an English saying, curiosity kills the cat. But that's not a good saying. So curiosity is important, okay, for learning. If you want to learn a lot, you have to be curious, okay? Curiosity is important. It doesn't kill the cat, actually. Well, others, please. If you have nothing to say, maybe you could get some ideas when you read the text, okay? Well, friends, I want you to do this every week. Before coming to class, read the text, take down notes of important points, main points, okay? And then underline new words, but important ones, not minor ones or not infrequent words. Underline them, find the Turkish equivalents of words, okay? And then use memorize. Let me write the name of the tool. Preferably memorize, because memorize will help you to produce memes or reminders for a particular word. Number two, you can work in groups and work competitively, okay? Competitively. There will be a leader each week, or daily leaders, monthly leaders for a particular set of words. And it gives you scores each time you do exercises, okay? So I recommend memorize. Optionally, you can individually work with Quizlet, okay? These are vocabulary memorization tools. I said personal experiences. For example, by using these tools, I learned French, and I got a good score out of YDS, right? 4 years ago, I suppose. That was for a short time. Actually, I learned French, I suppose it was 4 months or something, and I got a good score. These software programs helped me a lot, so I recommend you. Here, I'm gonna guide your journey, okay? I can't teach you English. I don't believe that teachers could teach English. They could perhaps show you the way, okay? Now I'm showing you the way. Especially, you are more advanced students, okay? That's because you are more advanced students. You know what to do, you know how to go, where you want to go. That's it. Now I want you to read the text this time, okay? How much time shall I spare for this? Maybe, okay. For each page, 4 minutes would be enough. That would make 10 minutes, okay? Because the last page is not that long. 10 minutes. I give you 10 minutes, but normally we won't read the text here. you will read the text at home, okay? Is that clear, friends?
Yes, teacher.
That, okay. Now read it. Finish it by 28 past 6, okay? Yes, go ahead and read it. Can you see the text on the screen, friends? Yes? Okay. So here you have the text. I'm changing. You have 2 minutes, friends. 2 minutes left for completing this. Time is up, friends. Have you finished? We could give a couple of more minutes if you like, if you haven't finished yet. Are you finished, friends? Could you write down in the chat window or raise your hand? Yes, done, done. 2 people say yes, they say done. So I would like to give you a scenario, okay? Imagine that there are 2 people learning a language, foreign language. The first one is a committed person with high motivation. The second one has lower motivation, but very intelligent. Is very intelligent. So which one of these people could make it, could learn the language or achieve higher scores? Okay, there is a newcomer. Yes, can you understand the question? Let me simplify it. There are 2 people, okay? One is a highly motivated one, the first one, okay? He's a committed person. And the second one is an intelligent person. An intelligent versus a committed person. Which one do you think could achieve a better, say, score in learning a language, foreign language? Can I have the opinions, please? The first one? Motivation is more important. Okay. I suppose, yes, motivation is important, and daily bits of time devoted to learning English is very important, I suppose. You didn't understand the question. There are 2 people. Number 1 is a motivated one, motivated with high motivation, okay? Number 2 is intelligent, okay? Which one of these people could be a better language learner? Could learn the language, could learn English, for example, better? I think the question is more understandable, right? Okay, Sultan has understood it. The first. The first. So we agree on that, right?
I have a different opinion on this one.
What is your perspective?
Sorry?
What is your perspective? What do you think?
I don't think there is a clear answer to these questions, because intelligence also is very important to pick up a language. Even if the first person is motivated, has high motivation, I think intelligence and the other things, other aspects have a very important effect of learning the language. So I don't think we can give a clear answer.
I see. I understand your point. So do you have anything to tell us about this, other friends? I just want to hear what you think on this. Just tell me your opinion and we will move on to the text in a moment, because we are running out of time. Friends, what do you think? Is it possible to learn a language if you are an intelligent person, but without motivation? Any people? No? If you are not motivated enough, you won't devote enough time, right? You won't spare enough time for your work, for learning. Anyway, now, this passage is about, what is this passage about in general, friends? What is it about? Who can tell me? You have read the passage, you have finished it. Now it's time to talk about the passage itself. So, what is the topic? Yes, Mustafa says something. If you have no motivation, just to the previous question, it's a response for the previous question. If you have no motivation, you couldn't achieve, you couldn't go that far, right? With intelligence. I agree. Personally, I agree with this. Now, coming back to my question, what is this text basically about? I could tell you two things that the text focuses on, but I want you to tell me that. What is that topic? How we learn a language, okay? What makes a language difficult, or what makes language learning difficult? Is that right? How about the second topic? There are two parts, two sections to this article. What is the second section is about? Any ideas? What is the second section is about?
Tips about...
Çekinmeyelim bir saniye. Çekinmeyelim, söyleyelim. Bakın şurada bir şey var. Ben birkaç yerin altını çizdim. Mesela şurası. Look at this. Ne diyor burada? Relish the ridiculous moments. Ve gülünç anların keyfini çıkarın. Gülünç anların keyfini çıkarın. Hani konuşurken hata yaparsın vesaire ya. İşte bazı durumlarda anlaşamazsın, tuhaf durumlar olur. O durumların keyfini çıkarın. Especially during the first months. İlk aylarda özellikle. And do not fear failure or embarrassment. Evet, dil öğrenmek zor. Kolay nasıl öğrenilebilir diye yazdı Sultan. Katılıyorum. Evet, güzel. İngilizce söylersek daha iyi olur. İngilizce konuşularak öğrenilir arkadaşlar. Konuşma konuşarak ancak öğrenilebilir. Yazma teorik bilgi artı yazarak öğrenilir. Yani konuşmada teorik bilgiye çok gerek yok esasen. Yazmadan farklı. Şimdi burada ne diyor? Gülünç anlardan keyif alın ilk aylarda özellikle ve başarısızlıktan, utanmaktan, utançtan korkmayın. Ve aksanınız harika olmayacaktır. Her şeyi de anlayamayacaksınız yani. Bazı şeyler kalacak havada, değil mi? Yani none of these matters in the long run. None of these matters. Okay? And none of this matters. Kabul edelim. Bunlardan hiçbirinin önemi yok. What matters is commitment. Devam edin. Yolunuzda ilerleyin. Yani adanmışlık önemli. Commitment, değil mi? Kendinize adama. Bu bir. Bakın genel bir aslında böyle bir konu seçmemin de amacı var burada. O da sizin dil öğrenme seyahatinizde nelerle karşılaşabileceğiniz ve nasıl davranmanız gerekebilecek. İşte burada commitment önemli, adanmışlık. Çekinmeyeceksin. Özellikle adultlarda, yani yetişkin insanlarda bir dil öğrenme endişesi vardır. Ya da dili öğrenirken dili kullanma endişesi var. Ya hata yaparsam, hata yapma endişesi var. Ondan işte kendinizi bir şekilde kurtaracaksınız. It is better, she says, to consider the process skill learning rather than object learning. Lose the perfection. Ya şu mükemmelliyetçiliği bir bırakalım. Get messy in your learning. Just I had a friend who knew 5 languages. Do you have, or do you know any people who know more than 2 languages? Or maybe 2 languages, 2 foreign languages. Bir arkadaşım var, 5 dil biliyor, 5 yabancı dil. Nasıl öğrendin dedim, tramvayda öğrendim diyor. Yani tramvayda öğrenmiş. Konya'da işte üniversiteye gidip gelirken. Çekinmiyor da. Konuşuyor, ediyor. Perfectionist aslında ama yine de evet kabul edelim. Perfectionist ama başkalarından çekinmemek lazım. Yani nasıl konuşabiliyorsanız konuşun. Burada kimsenin konuşmasını yargılamıyoruz. Hatta genel bir yaklaşımımı söyleyeyim. Kimsenin telaffuz hatasını kolay kolay düzeltmiyor. Öyle bir durum söz konusu. Okay? Şimdi bunların ışığında süremiz dolmak üzere. Yazarak değil de konuşarak. In speech rather than in writing. Could you tell me what the topic is? Some people have already wrote their responses in the chat window, but I want others, please. Others. For example, Hümeyra, could you tell me what you think about the topic or the text? How adults learn languages, foreign languages, and the brain. What is the role of brain in learning a foreign language? What do you understand from the text? Okay, I'm just getting rid of my question, friends. Sorumu tamamen siliyorum, geri alıyorum. I'm taking that back. Sadece şunu söylüyorum. Ne anladınız onu söyleyin parçadan. Birkaç cümle. Just a few sentences. This is the first day. I don't want to disappoint you or I don't want to force you to do things, but it is important to do a good beginning, I suppose. Yes. Could you please tell me what you think?
Yes. I can share my opinion, if it is okay. I think learning a language takes more than one element. And as you said before, we have this kind of mentality, all or nothing thinking, perfection and fear of making mistakes that paralyze us and make us even trying. Keep us from trying. But we shouldn't forget that no one can avoid making mistakes. And even if we make slow progress and even if we make mistakes, we should enjoy the journey and we can learn our mistakes and move on.
Okay, thank you. That's a good summary. That is more than I expected. Perfect.
You are welcome.
So she says, yes, what does she say? Now, can you summarize what she said? The summary of the summary. Maybe a person could do that. Maybe we could begin with Aylin. Aylin is experienced in this issue. Aylin, can you summarize what you said?
I couldn't listen it because I thought about my answer in that time.
So it's can I listen to others, right? Then
can I say my opinion?
Your response. Please tell us about your response.
We always try to be perfect about learning a thing. Maybe we should try to be perfect to make it easier.
Mm-hmm. So errors, mistakes are a part of this journey. Actually, they are an inevitable part. So you can't avoid them. You can't get rid of them. Just accept them as your friends by the side, okay? Just accept the errors and mistakes. That's it. So we have run out of time, friends. I have another class at 10 to 7, right? I recommend you to read this text again and then give a short summary in speech, okay? Not in writing, and record it on your own. You don't have to share it with us. Just try to retell it in your own words, okay? So what is the role of the brain? The brain itself sometimes makes this journey more difficult, okay? Or the characteristics of adults, that's also another problem. Their anxiety, right? Their fear of mistakes, making mistakes. That's another problem. Just read this because it gives you some good guidelines on how to learn the foreign language that you are studying, okay? Perfect. Then the class is over for today. I'll see you next week at 6 o'clock. Okay? Have a good rest of the week.
Size de hocam. Hoşça kalın.
Bye bye.